So just a quick snapshot into some of the things that I looked at last year, and I bring this up because when you look at the legal vendor statistics and you see, remember we had 276 firms, the top 10 is 57% of our spend. So for me to look at 276 firms and pick apart whether or not we were happy with them or whatever isn't, the best use of my time. That 80-20 rule, if I use that, I could probably go to the top 25 firms. It's pretty easy to focus on that 25 firms, and we do it, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. The same would be true for our matter statistics. And remember, I talked about legacy spend. 20 of the top 25 of our matters are attributed to legacy spending. So, the 25 matters is about half of our spending. When I see that bottom 2,500 matters equaling a third of our spend, the first time I saw that statistic, I was a little alarmed. But when I dug into it, I realized that a lot of those matters were just getting charged with an annual annuity for patent or trademark matters, and we were happy with the vendors, but we get a lot of maybe just one-time bills on some of those matters. Region statistics, no big shock there, but when I see that statistic, I'm not so worried about us not implementing into SAP outside the U.S. because it's really about 10% of our spend. So we review our top 10 law firms. I dive into our data, and I come up with this list of really comprehensive reports. They get to see where they rank. So maybe Rockwell is not a big client for the firm, but I think they find it surprising to hear that they're number 2 on the list. And it sort of sheds some light on the fact that we are asking you to do all these different things, and because you're high on our radar, and we see those as areas that we can manage maybe more effectively. So I look at all of these different pieces, and we look at them year over year. The lawyer and the paralegal here at Rockwell tend to meet with the law firm, and I ask to be excused because I don't want to have the conversation be about task codes or invoices or whatnot. That should just be a piece of what they talk about. So that's what ends up happening. And the end result really is that top 10 list hasn't changed much. That feedback that we've been giving them gives them an idea about how they can retain us as a client. So year over year, I just see this vast improvement, and this is probably one of my favorite things to do, actually. It's pretty rewarding.